Hello and welcome back to another Evil Dead video, and in this video I'm going to be giving you guys tips on how you can become a better demon. So even though I know the game just came out, I had a chance to play demon a lot, and I'm actually getting better each match I go, and I'm learning better strategies. And I notice a huge difference in my gameplay. I notice I'm winning more games. And it's actually a much better experience because it's not as stressful as you would think. I know when you first hop on your first demon match, it can be very stressful because you don't really know what to do. You're trying to kill the survivors and it's crazy, but I'm going to give you guys the perfect tips on how you can win the game. So the first tip I want to give you is you're going to need patience. This is not a quick, it's not a Dead by Daylight where you can get a quick 4K or something like that. You're playing for the long game here, and you have to have patience because you got to break down the enemy team and you have to really, take them apart. Especially right away because a demon will not have all his powers, so you will be very weak. So going to try to kill the survivors right away would be a bad move. Instead, I'm going to show you guys a better move you can do. But before we get into that, the first thing you want to do is discover which demons you are the best with. Now, you have three demons: the warlords, the puppeteers, and the necromancers. Now, I played with all three, and my favorite two is probably the warlords and the puppeteers. I just think they're the most powerful. I know the necromancer is pretty powerful, but they're just too slow for me. But if I had to pick one overall, the warlord is probably my best demon, and I win most games with the warlord. But these tips can work with any killer as long as you play them right. Now, obviously, the first thing that helps is the killer skill tree or the demon skill tree. This is where you can upgrade their skills and really make them more powerful. Now, you would have to play with them more, but the more skill points you get, the more you can level them up and the more stronger you would become. And I'm telling you, this will help you in the long run and be a lot easier going forward. So the first thing you would want to do is you want to try to find survivors early, so that way you can scare them with traps. Because in the early stages, you want to focus on increasing your threat level so you can upgrade your stats quickly before the end game. You don't want to focus on trying to kill them right away. You want to focus on your threat level and get that as high as you can, as quickly as you can. That way you can level yourself up and get stronger fast. Because if you don't level up your threat level right away, and let's say they make it to the end game or they collect the artifacts they need and you're not strong enough to defend it, it can really put you at a disadvantage. But to get these early on, to get powerful early on, it would really halt the survivor's progress and you would keep them busy, and I'm telling you, it's very effective. So what I like to do is in the beginning, right when I spawn, I like to go and try to find the survivors. Well, how I normally find them is I just travel in the opposite direction from where I spawn, or if the survivor makes any noises, where if he drives a car or if they shoot their weapon, they will pop up on the map and then you can go to their location. Once you find out where the survivors are, or if you find out where the map pieces are, because that's what they're trying to collect first, the map pieces. If you find out where the map pieces are, normally you will see like a red exclamation mark when you're near it. So what I like to do is I like to just search towns nearby. If I see a red exclamation mark, that means a map piece is there and they're going to be coming for it. So that's when I trap up the whole house. You want to take advantage of the traps. I'm telling you, it's going to come in handy. Every time they activate one of your traps, it's going to make your threat level go up faster. You're going to gain more XP and you're going to be able to level up quicker. Even if you find the survivors and they're already running through the house, just go in there and set traps. Don't really focus on spawning any demonites yet or fighting them like that. You want to get your threat level up, so just place traps all around the house where they're going to be walking, and every time they set it off, your threat level is going to be going up. Which leads me to my next thing, which is the point system. Every time your threat level raises up one level, you gain a point to where you can upgrade one of your abilities. Whether it's your energy, possession, fear, traps, you can upgrade a lot of stuff. Normally, I like to level up my energy first because energy is very important in this game. You're going to need that to spawn in all sorts of stuff, and it could really slow you down if you don't have enough. So you want to make sure you upgrade that and upgrade possession. So possession is very important, and you really have to be smart the way you use this, because I can't tell you how many times I've seen people just possess somebody and do absolutely nothing with it, and it just doesn't help at all. So there's a certain way you actually can help yourself with doing the possessions. Now you can possess anything from survivors to cars to even trees and your own demonites. But they do use up your energy, so you have to be strategic. Now if you're going to possess a survivor, then make it count. What you want to do is you could waste his ammo, you could shoot his teammates, or lead him away from his team. You can even possess a car and run it into them, or if they're driving the car, you can possess it while they're driving and it'll kick them out the car, and then you can lead the car away or in the opposite direction, or just flip it over somewhere. That way it slows them down and gives you more time. And if you're going to possess a survivor, I would suggest possessing them while they're fighting demonites, because if you just possess them while they're running together with nothing going on, they're just going to triple team you and you're going to get knocked out. So what do you want to do if they're fighting something? Possess them, because the teammates are going to be too busy fighting to even notice that his teammate got possessed, and that way you can use their shotgun or weapon and just shoot them. And I can't tell you, it's actually been really effective to me lately. Now, the reason I say you should level up your threat level right away is because once you reach threat level 10, that's where you unlock the ability to unlock your boss, and you could spawn your boss in. But let's say you didn't rank up your threat level right away, then you would take longer to get your boss ready, and the boss is really effective at slowing them down, even knocking them down, or possibly helping you win the whole game. So once you reach that threat level 10, that's when you can unlock your boss, and you'll be able to spawn them in when you have enough energy. And you want to make sure you put points into your basic and elite demonites. And normally what I like to do is you could spawn in your demonites, and then you can possess them and you can manually fight the survivors with them. You will most likely die, but the point of this is to basically slow them down and bring down their health as much as you can. Remember, you're playing the long game. You're not going for the kill, you're just going to weaken. So you want to weaken their health, let them use all their heals up, and that way when they get to the one of the artifacts, the dagger, or they get to the finale, they're not going to be full health, and that's really going to help you out, especially when you spawn in the boss. You can just finish them off quick because the boss is very strong, and if they're not at full health, then they're going to be at a disadvantage. You can see in this video here, I was doing this strategy, and you can see that they didn't even get any of the map pieces yet, and they're already almost at half health or low health, and this strategy was really working for me, and it was putting a lot of pressure on them. Now, out of all my demon matches, I normally win the game before they even get to the final part, but let's say they got both of the artifacts, the dagger and the other piece, and they're heading down to the finale. And the best way to win this still is to just go to where the finale is. I don't forget what those things are called, the demons that they have to kill. You want to go down there and set up as much traps as you can, and you could set up demon traps too as well. And you want to fill up your energy bar. You want to make sure you have some elite soldiers ready. You want to make sure your boss is going to be ready, and you want to spawn them all at the same time. So spawn in your elite, spawn in your basic, and then spawn in your boss at the same time. That way they have a whole mob with you to fight, and most chances are you're gonna win, unless you're going against an elite survivor team that's really A1 communication. Then it can be tricky, but it's not impossible. Trust me, once you know how to play demon, you're going to be at an advantage, and you're going to be very good. Hopefully I covered everything in this video, helped you out in some sort of way. And if you have any tips of your own, drop them in the comments below so we can help each other out. I'm Simply Amazing. Make sure you guys subscribe for more Evil Dead gameplay, because I am loving this game and I'm going to be doing it for a while. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching.